Well, hello and welcome to another Moto showcase. I'm X0 and today we are back on the R3 2019, the Ryjin, installing some protection. What's important is when the bike falls, so what's more, to get a frame sliders. I got the ones from Yamaha, you can see, which will go nicely right over here. So for this install, you will have to remove the entire fairing, which you can watch in another video which I've posted before, and we will be installing the frame slider into this part here. So I will be skipping the disassembly and go straight to the installation onto the fairing side. Okay, so I have removed the fairing. This is the left side one, just to show you the sequence, because it comes with different parts according to sides. Alright, so we got to remove the fairing brace, which was the let me just turn it around so you can see this little piece here that juts out. This doesn't actually do anything except hold the fairing into place. Okay, don't forget to put a little cloth underneath so that you don't scratch up the paintwork. Alright, so let's see if I can get this in frame. Remove the two screws which you will be using again. Let's see, this is the stock screws. Just remove it. Right now, this is the tricky part, which I found out is all these crisscross sections, plastic, and of course this little metal piece here. You just take pliers or something, try not to bend it out too much, and can put it out in place. Let me just show you what it looks like. It holds the little corner here. Try not to lose it, so that if you want to put it back, you can use it again. Okay, then again, like I said, the crisscross pattern. Let's start from top here. It's the difficult part. So you got to get the sections out. One go. Got the bottom part though. See, left with the top part. Just try to squeeze through. Okay, there you go. Get all the snaps out. And wow. Okay, I mentioned not so easy, but oh, it's a bit dirty here. So you got the little piece out, then gotta use the fairing brace provided by the Yamaha part for the frame slider. Just mentioned, gotta do a little crisscross for this section. There, holds in place, and of course the use the stock screw, screw it back. So this should hold the two pieces of the fairing place. Don't forget to screw this one back in as well. Use the stock Phillips head screw. Back, nice and tight, and alright, so that leaves the hole for the frame slider to squeeze, to be slotted in. So let's work on the right hand fairing now. Alright, now we are doing the right hand side fairing. I've taken the opportunity to already remove the fairing brace for the right hand side. Let's say it was a bit of a struggle. Remove the two screws, fill it with a screwdriver, crisscross pattern to remove the tabs, and of course there was this locking ring over here. We can just pull it out the pliers. So for the right hand side, you can see the shape of the fairing brace is slightly different. Let's line everything up and put everything in place. You can notice that this section has the spot for this little locking ring, so I guess I'll just be reusing it for this section here. It's a bit of tight fit. I will maybe do this off camera so as to save time, and we will continue on to the frame section of the bike. Okay, so with all the fairing section all done, it's time to do the mounting. So we are on the left hand side of the engine case. What you need to know is you have these 3 bolts, which is closest to this screw over here. So you need to remove this bolt and this bolt with a size 8. So they've provided us with the mounting screws, which I will show you in a while. Let's remove all these bolts first. See, it's the nice little short bolt. I'm not too sure how long is this one. I think that's the much more longer bolt. Let's remove these 2 bolts, and then we have the mount for the frame slider. So this is the left hand side, just to remind you guys. Got to use the 2 pieces. Got this weird looking piece here, which will be facing outwards, and this rubber mounting, which shows you the direction up. There's these grooves, so if you were to mount it wrongly, this is the guide. See, it puts it just nice. And if you're still not too sure, just put on the mount, just slot this rubber piece, and you will know which bolt holes to remove. See, it lines up nicely. So as mentioned, the bolts, grab there's actually 3 of this short bolt, and there will be a one longer one which we'll use on the right hand side, and of course this spacer. So don't forget there's a spacer and the bolt. Let's just thread it through. And should screw in quite nicely. So because it's a engine bolt, don't forget to follow the top specs of 7.2 foot-pounds, or should be at least 10 nanometers according to the guide. You can check out the Yamaha manual if you don't believe me. So I will torque these screws in place since my flash just died, and we'll head over to the right hand side to check out the bolts over there. Okay, so here we are at the right hand side now. Okay, so over here got the size 8 bolt, which we need to remove. If you're not too sure, it has this holder, which is for the cable, or hose I should say. Not too sure. Oh yeah, it's a cable for the O2 sensor, and you got to remove this Allen key section here. So let me just remove the bolts so I can show you how to gauge the mounting in case you are not too sure of the bolts to remove. Okay, let me just get this out before I... Okay, I think you can still remove this. You still can use this holder. Alright, so as mentioned, on the right hand side is slightly different. We got two different types of lengths of bolts. You got the shorter one and the longer one. So we'll be using the shorter bolt on the section here, and the longer bolt will go into here. So don't forget there is the spacers as well according to size. Then you can use the mount. The mount will actually have this rubber which I have already installed. Let's put it on, and it will sit somewhere over here just for you to gauge. You see, lines up nicely for this bolt over here and over here. So let me just get a top mount first. Alright, just thread it in a bit, and get the bottom one as well. Okay, this one gets a little bit complicated with the little piece here. Okay, let me just see if I can align it and thread through. Okay, I think I got it. Alright, it's good. So I will tighten it according to spec. As mentioned, the torque specs would be 10 nanometers or 7.2 foot-pounds for both. Right, so I'll just install this, and then gotta put on back the fairing and install the plastic piece which goes over here. So I got the fairings all installed. Now what's left to do is to install the nice looking plastic piece here. As you can see, it's actually a hollow piece, so I'm not too sure how you will handle in a high speed crash, but according to Yamaha, I guess this is more for all the stationary drops or something a bit more slower. So it fits here just nicely, you can see. And of course I'm going to screw it in with the screw and the spacer here. Spacer goes through with the screw. See, there's a nice Allen key screw. Just need to screw it through, and once I'm done, I will show you the final look of this Yamaha frame slider. So I've got the plastic pieces installed, and as you can see, this is the outlook of the frame sliders from Yamaha. I really like the look. It has this weird winglet looking design to it, and as you can see, it protects the engine case, which is right below it, as compared to the other aftermarket parts which mounts over here, and you have to drill holes and stuff. So I really like the look. It integrates well with the R3. And that concludes the install of the Yamaha frame sliders. Hope you have enjoyed watching this video. Do leave your comments and suggestions in the comment section below. Tune in for more Moto Showcase. Subscribe to the channel. I'm X0, signing out.